Tariffs and the trade war. Tariffs are a tax applied on foreign suppliers and producers that takes away the welfare of both the producers of foreign goods by destroying efficiencies and consumers to whom foreign producers pass on the cost, and also by way of reducing consumer choice. In the very first place, tariffs raise the cost of imported goods. Secondly, tariffs reduce the flow of goods across borders. As import demand falls, global trade slows and traded volumes drop. Tariffs also disrupt global supply chains as firms relocate production, diversify suppliers, and make other changes to their business models in response. According to UNCTAD, by the year, that's the United Nations Committee on Trade and Development, by the year 2023, developed countries placed tariffs of 2.2% on agricultural products, down from 2.5% in the year 2012. By contrast, Africa maintained tariffs of 14.2% on agricultural products, down from 16.6%. In that same year, 2023, developed countries maintained tariffs of 1.5% on manufactured products on average, up from 1% in the year 2012. Finally, on natural resources, developed countries maintained tariffs of 0.2% on average in both the years 2012 and 2023, while African countries maintained tariffs of 3.7% in the year 2023, down from 4.1% in the year 2012. African imports face very high import tariffs in developed countries for agricultural and manufactured products, and very low import tariffs for natural resources. So overall, trade-weighted average applied tariff on global trade have risen from 5.7% to 6.7% for agricultural products and 1.9% to 4.7% for manufactured products. Tariffs on textiles and apparels particularly rose from just below 6% in 2024 to almost 9% in 2025. The United Nations Committee on Trade and Development expects that governments will use tariffs as strategic policy tools, resulting in an increasingly protectionist world. Tariffs may be accompanied by industry support in different forms in order to address trade and manufacturing imbalances. Small, open economies will be especially vulnerable to policy volatility caused by tariffs. As nation states seek to diversify their markets and hedge against political risks, firms and households will demand support through the transition or, as mentioned earlier, fall through the cracks. What about the first US-China trade war? Now, I'll keep this chart up so you can see the tariffs. So the US-China trade war has been a feature of global trade in recent times. According to the US Trade Representative, the economic policy rationale given by the US administration was that the nation needed to reduce its tariff deficit with China, protect domestic industries, challenge Chinese industrial policy, address intellectual property theft, attain geopolitical leverage within the context of strategic competition, and actually those were its objectives. You know what? This is what we shall do. We'll end this chapter here so that we can get into the trade war in a separate video.